Hi world, welcome to another episode of MDC in the Haitian community. My name is James Pierre. Today we have the honor to welcome a true Haitian American woman living inside of the Haitian community in South Florida, Marleine Bastien from FAM. Marleine, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Let me start by saying you look so lovely. Thank you for, I don't know what you eat and what you take to stay that young.
Oh, really?
Huh?
Oh, well, I drink a lot of water and I watch what I eat.
Yeah.
And I exercise.
Oh, wow, wonderful. Marleine, you are well known in the United States for all the work that you are doing, not only in the United States, but all over the world. Yeah. But I want to talk about you from Haiti. You are born and raised in Haiti. You're a true Haitian.
I'm a true Haitian. I was born in Petite Rivière de l'Artibonite, and during vacation time, I spent time in Pont-Benoît. It is a little village outside of Petite Rivière de l'Artibonite. So in Haiti, you know, we have 3 months vacation.
Yeah.
So once the June comes, we go to Pont-Benoît. My parents were farmers there, and my father was also a nurse. He wanted to study medicine, but he couldn't. His father didn't support him to study. So he became a nurse. You know, he was a doctor, but he didn't get his license. He studied with his cousin. Wow. So he was a nurse, and we had a pharmacy and a clinic at our house. So we were always encouraged to either help him, you know, take care of people who came to our house in Pont-Benoît. And he also built a school in our village. Wow. And then before we could go swim in the river, in Lester, which is the big river in Pont-Benoît, we have to at least teach for 2 or 3 hours in the school.
And in these areas, this is, I mean, to me, I think this is what the true beauty of Haiti is laying down.
Yes.
You know, in the countryside.
In the countryside, Pont-Benoît, I still can see it in my mind's eyes. Very early in the morning, you see the people coming down the mountain, especially the women, like even at dawn, with baskets of fruits and all kind of vegetable and mangoes in their heads.
Organic
kids,
food.
Organic food, with the kids hanging, you know, on their skirts and then coming to the market. The market was right across my house in Pont-Benoît. And then so during vacation time, during the 3 months, I was an eyewitness of everything that was going on in the market. And that's where I got my passion for fighting for women's rights, because at the market, the women, they were like the soul of the market. Like I like to say, they did everything there. And yet, they were always victimized, beaten by the boyfriend, by the husband, by the chef section who came to collect taxes, sometimes more than they should. And I was always saddened by the fact that they worked the hardest, and yet they were the most mistreated. And then during the nighttime, when the village council met, the women didn't go, the men went. So this always, you know,
obviously we'll talk about your passion, you know, advocating for human rights. Yeah. I want to talk about your education back in Haiti. You did go to school in Haiti.
Yeah, I went to Les Sœurs de la Charité Saint-Louis, Petite Rivière de l'Artibonite, until certificate, as we say, the first 7 years. And then I moved to Port-au-Prince with my family, the nuns, you know, Catholic school. And I don't have a good memory of that. You know, it wasn't a good experience for us, for my sister and I. And the nuns really wanted my father to leave me there to study brevet, where you learn to become a homemaker, learn how to sew, how to cook, become a nice little wife. But my dad had other plans for me. So we moved to Port-au-Prince, where I attended Collège Bird. And then I finished philosophy in Collège Bird, right? And then tried to go to medical school. I didn't have a parent, so I didn't get to medical school. And then I started to organize, and then here I am.
Yeah, wow. Talking about the countryside, and now you moved to the capital, Port-au-Prince. It's a totally different city, you know, compared to Lester. How you cope with that?
Compared to Pont-Benoît? Well, surprisingly enough, I had adjusted very well. I made friends. There were 4 of us in Collège Bird. First of all, it was a big change because it was a mixed school. Realized that I spent my first 7 years in a Catholic school, all-girls school. So the adjustment was just in the mixed school. But in terms of adjusting to Port-au-Prince itself, I had friends. I had 3 friends. We are still friends today. They called us the inseparable of Collège Bird.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But even though you were living in Port-au-Prince, did some back and forth to the countryside to see?
Not a lot, not a lot, unless I went out to teaching trips with the Baha'is, because I'm a Baha'i, but not a lot. Because once you're in Port-au-Prince, you go into secondary school, you're very busy. You're always studying under the lamppost, as you know.
Wow.
Always studying. And I was traveling too, all over the place, because I was active in Haiti too.
Wow. So moving from Port-au-Prince to the United States, where we are right now in Miami, you did go to school here in the United States, especially in Miami. You had some time here at Miami-Dade College.
Yeah.
How you compare the two educational systems?
Well, here I had to go back, because when you completed philosophy in Haiti, you completed the first 2 years of college. But when I came, despite the fact that I really told them that I didn't need to start from scratch. I had fights and fights with my counselors, but I had to go back to start from scratch. With the system. So that part I didn't appreciate. But otherwise, I really feel that I had a very good education at Miami-Dade Community College. I was very proud to be among students from all over the world. I went to the downtown campus. That was my primary campus, but I had a few classes here in the North Campus. So I feel like coming here, I feel like coming back home.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you feel that what you've learned in Haiti helped you to, to
yes.
be further into the educational system?
Yes, I did very well. My essays were great. My English teachers at MDC, they really praised my writings. They thought that it was really nice.
Wow, wow. And here in Miami, obviously you met some Haitian citizens, so you get to connect. So you didn't miss that much Haiti when you moved.
Well, when I first arrived in Miami, I lived in Belgrade at first, because my dad was already living in Belgrade. He was working for HRS at the time. Now DCF, right? He was assisting the refugees, the newly arrived refugees in Belgrade. And then, but when I came here, I was living with my cousin, because my dad was living in Belgrade. So I felt a little bit disconnected, a little bit lonely, because before I left Haiti, I used to travel to Martinique, places like that, but I never left my family. That was the first time I left my family, so I was a little bit sad. But soon I made friends, and then things were okay.
If back home you were an activist, more in the United States, you joined the fight.
Yeah.
Again, in support of the Haitian immigrants here in Miami. We're going to talk about that after the commercial break. You're watching MDC in the Haitian community. My name is James Pierre. Conversation today with Marleine Bastien. We'll be right back.
Be creative. Be a hero. Be the solution. Be connected. Be innovative. Be global. Be successful. Be you. Be MDC. Be Miami-Dade College.
Welcome back to MDC in the Haitian community. My name is James Pierre. Conversation with Marleine Bastien. Unselfish love, someone who most of the time leaves behind her family in order to advocate for human rights, in order to advocate for Haitian living here in the United States. Marleine Bastien, now you moved to Miami. After school, you decided to join the fight again for human rights.
Well,
what motivated you at that time?
Well, 2 days after I came to the U.S., my dad, who was involved with the Combat Liberté, and who was a friend of Father Gérard Jean-Just, brought me to Father Gérard Jean-Just and introduced me. And then I started volunteering at the Haitian Refugee Center, which at the time was the only agency providing legal services to the newly arrived Haitian refugees who were detained en masse in the U.S., in Miami, at the Com Detention Center, in Puerto Rico, in New York, in different places in the U.S. So I was trained by some of the best immigration lawyers in town, and I became a paralegal. And for the next 5 years, I went to Qom every day to interview and work with the Haitian refugees who were escaping the Duvalier dictatorship at that time. Some of them were deported back to Haiti only to be, killed and hatched to death. So we really, my work at Qom really made me what I am today. Because the first time I went to Qom, and I see all these refugees, men, women, and even children, pregnant women, they had a big impact on me. Sometimes placed in isolation for no reason. With men beaten for no reason. I remember one of my clients, I can still see him today. He was probably 19. And then he used to say, why are we being treated that way? And then when I went to Qom, I used to believe that this country was such a beacon of democracy. And when I went to Qom and I saw the difference in the treatment, I could not believe my eyes. And thus started this long battle for equal treatment. And then and the position at that time was, we understand that the U.S. cannot open the floodgates and let everybody in, but we must implement the law equally. And then the U.S. had an obligation to afford the right of due process to black refugees.
You mentioned a very important name, Father Jean-Just. Who was Father Jean-Just for our viewers?
Father Jean-Just was the executive director of the Haitian Refugee Center, which took the U.S. To court, all the way to the Supreme Court, to force the U.S. to respect the right of due process of the Haitians, to force the U.S. to free, the Department of Justice to free the black refugees, whom they qualified as economic refugees versus political refugees, at a time when the worst dictatorship existed in Haiti. But because it was a dictatorship that was supported by the U.S., they closed their eyes on all the human rights abuses that was going on in Haiti. So that's why when the refugees came, they were qualified, they were deemed economic refugees versus political refugees, as though you could separate the two. So the Haitians were prevented to come. They came anyway. After they came, they were jailed for months, sometimes years. We fought under the leadership of the great late Father Jean-Just. We fought on the street, we fought in the boardrooms, we fought in Washington, and most importantly, we fought in the court system, and we won. Louis versus Civility was a landmark case that most famous immigration lawyers in the United States used years and years, because it was a landmark case that showed that the U.S. had an obligation to afford refugees who came to its shore the most basic right, which was the right of due process.
In the Haitian community, we know women is considered as potomita, the center of the house. You always in the center of every battle when it comes to human rights. How does the community see you when you leading the fight?
Well, they support it. They joined the fight, because this is a fight that you cannot, one single person cannot lead. It is a community fight, right? When we were on the street every day in the early 80s, we were there together. When we were on the street, like 3,000 of us got to the street in 1995, 1998 to fight for HERIFA, the Haitian Immigration Refugee Fairness Act. 1,000 of us went to Washington under our leadership to fight for HERIFA. They joined the fight because they believe in the fight. And it wasn't about me being a woman. We know the role that women played in the independence of Haiti, even though I believe that the Haitian history, just like American history, needs to be rewritten to showcase the great role that our female ancestors played in the independence war of our nation. Just like here in the civil rights battle, we found some powerful women. But everybody recognized that their role, their value, their natural leadership capabilities and skills, right? And then their humanity. And then they joined the struggle for Harifa, for temporary protected status, for Haitian family reunification parole, against Little Haiti gentrification right now, against stateless status in the Dominican Republic. The fight will continue, and then we will need both men and women. However, like I always say, and I heard you say that, the women are the potomitan, because when we empower women, we empower the family instantly, not the next day, not the next month, not the next year. When we empower women, when we give them the tools to succeed, the family benefits instantly. Thus, the necessity to empower women and to give them equal opportunity, not to ask women to wear the pants and then to be the boss, to be bossy. No, to afford them equal opportunity. So when we have little girls, they can aspire to be the best that they can be. They will not be hindered by their sex, by the fact that they are women, because we know that societies where women have equal opportunities, where women occupy, the spaces of power equally, these societies in Europe, they are better. They work better. So we have a long way to go in the U.S. because when we look at Congress, when we look at the U.S. Senate, we are the most powerful nation in the world, and yet when we look at the balance, when women constitute, most of the population, when we look at the political processes, they are not represented. So we got a lot of work to do, because when we empower women, the family benefits instantly.
Absolutely. Wonderful conversation with Marleine Bastien, a book to read. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, much more to know about that wonderful book, Marleine Bastien.
Be creative. Be a hero. Be the solution. Be connected. Be innovative. Be global. Be successful. Be you. Be MDC. Be Miami-Dade College.
Welcome back to our last segment. You're watching MDC in the Haitian community. My name is James Pierre. Conversation with Marleine Bastien. Marleine, last segment, we're going to know your perspectives on several topics inside of the Haitian community. First of all, you grew up, you've seen that community. You joined the fight, and for many years, we know where that community, the path to get to where it is right now. Give me a description of the Haitian community living in South Florida now.
Now or at the time? Now. Okay. Well, now, I think through sheer resilience and determination, the Haitians were prevented from coming in. They came in. They were detained for years. They got out through long battle and struggle on the street, in the boardrooms, like I explained, in Washington and in our court systems. As a result of that work, we have, Haitians at every level of society here. They are making a difference in every aspect of life in Miami, in the Dade County public schools, in our court systems. We have lawyers, we have judges, we have elected officials. We have the first ever chairman of the Miami-Dade Commission, who was himself a refugee, who came himself on a boat. So this is a community that has come a long way. This is a community that has sheer resilience, and then that is known for producing very hard workers and trustworthy individuals. The road was really long, and it's still very long, right? But when we look at how we've come, how far we've come in so little time, we can say that it takes really sheer resilience and determination. And then now we have Haitians aspiring, to go to Congress. We have our young Haitian Americans, brilliantly doing well in our universities around this great nation. I think that we are moving forward, and then we will continue to partake in the political and to continue to build the social, political, and economic fabric of this great nation. And then we will continue to inspire Haitians to contribute to Haiti. So I think we are in a good place. What I hope, my hope is that we take time to plan better as a community, because the other communities that really became successful, like the Jewish community, the Cuban American community, they plan among themselves. They have long-term and short-term goals for their communities. And I think that's one thing that's where I think I'd like to see us going, right? To have a non-group, for example, to plan together for this community. And we don't want to leave the young men and women like you. We want them to partake in this dialogue, to plan to this, where are we going? What kind of space can we create for young Haitian Americans like you, and for your children and for my children? And that's where I'd like us to go. The road was long, the mountains was very high, and I think we are getting there, but we need more planning so that we can see further behind the mountain.
Absolutely. The Little Haiti, we know they have Little Haiti Cultural Center. Some sectors express the willingness to invest in Little Haiti. You call it gentrification. Why?
Yeah, we are not against investment. We are not against development. We are against displacement, because we know that there are specific groups that feel that Little Haiti should not be Little Haiti, that Little Haiti shouldn't even be called Little Haiti, that we should change the name of the Little Haiti Cultural Complex, that we should probably sell the Caribbean marketplace. I said no. Little Haiti is important. Little Haiti has a history. Little Haiti is a beacon of light for people who came and settled down. When we came in and settled down in the late 70s, early 80s, it was a desolate, distressed area. Now, through our work, it's become a vibrant, wonderful, full of energy, where you walk in the streets of Little Haiti, you find museum of arts, you find the Caribbean marketplace, you find restaurants selling Haitian food, you hear Haitian music. It has a cultural flavor that tourists come from all over the world to come and experience. Then if we move it and change it, the name of Little Haiti, and we change that, we build high rises, why do you think people would want to come? What we want to maintain the legacy, we want to maintain the flavor, we want to maintain the cultural diversity, we want to open it up, but we don't want to push the backs of those who built it in the first place.
But
that's what we are advocate for. We are for development, but we are for inclusiveness, we are for maintaining communities and families together. We are against separation and displacements.
Absolutely. By the way, I have to say that Cindy Dawson, the director of the Little Haiti Cultural Center, she's doing an amazing job there,
yes, she is.
Preserving the Haitian culture.
Yes.
So now we're running out of time. We've got to have a small segment
Yeah.
where we need to know if you really know Haiti. You're going to have to respond in 15 seconds.
Yeah.
When you hear the word Haiti, what comes in mind?
The mother of democracy.
When you hear Haitian community in South Florida?
Resilience and courage and determination.
FAM, which is Femme Haitienne de Miami, your organization.
A village, a mini United Nations, and a village, a great village.
You eat Haitian foods. What is your favorite Haitian food?
Poisson gosel.
What is that for our viewers?
Poisson gosel is a fish that you cook only with vinegar and fresh spices. And it's really tastes good.
I can't wait to taste that right
Yeah.
now. Your favorite Haitian band?
Well, I like Boucanguinais. I like so many bands. Boucan Experience, Boucanguinais, Chandelle.
Yeah.
I like roots music a lot.
Music, right.
Yeah, I like voodoo jazz music and stuff.
Your favorite Haitian author?
Edwidge Dantika.
Edwidge Dantika.
She's my role model. I love her.
Wow, wonderful. Your perspective now on the Haitian community growing up. We have so many now Haitian Americans doing great things in the Haitian community.
We have you.
Thank you. What do you see the Haitian community, let's say, the next 10 years now, your perspective?
I think the Haitian community will continue to grow, right? We will probably eventually have mayor, we will have a member of Congress, and then we will continue to grow businesses, because like most immigrants, we are very resourceful, we are entrepreneurial, and then we are resilient. The US is the biggest and the most powerful in the world because of immigrants coming here and investing their knowledge, their know-how, their culture, their foods, their music, and their courage. They give their blood to make this country the best it is. And then we should continue to really respect the immigrants and then afford them the right of the process and give them a chance to really come out of from the shadow of fear to the light, to become U.S. citizens and to partake in this so-called great democracy that is ours.
What an honor having you on set with us, Marleine Bastien.
What an honor to be invited by you. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
Keep up the great work. We admire you and then your team. And I'm so joyful to see the great relationship with you and the team.
Thank you so much.
It's good, very rewarding.
Absolutely, I love them. I'm very blessed to be here with them, all of them. And thank you to you as well for watching another episode of MDC in the Haitian community. Wonderful conversation with Marleine Bastien from FAM organization, FAM Haitian Miami. A truly leader and a model inside of the Haitian community. Please get to know her and get involved in her organization, what she's doing to really empower the community. I'll see you next time.